Is your tap water as clean as you think? What if the filter you trust is missing something crucial? Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving deep, literally, into the world of tap water filters. You and I both know how important safe, great-tasting water is, but with so many filters out there, which ones actually deliver? I've gone hands-on with 7 of the best sellers to bring you one definitive countdown from 7 to number 1. I'll be brutally honest. 2. No product gets a free pass. Stick around, because the winner might surprise you, and there's one common problem almost everyone overlooks. Let's get started. 7. Vortopt T1. Alright, coming in at number 7, we've got the Vortopt T1. And on first glance, this filter tries to make a case for itself. 5-stage filtration, solid white and chrome finish, and honestly, installation was a breeze. Vortopt claims it's eco-friendly and can filter up to 400 gallons, which sounds impressive for the price. The first thing I noticed after setup was an immediate improvement in water taste. Goodbye, nasty chlorine undertones. The T1 did deliver on that clean, pure, and fresh promise, especially if your main concern is city tap water. I even did a side-by-side taste test, and the difference, well, it was hard to ignore. The chlorine smell was pretty much gone, and the water looked clearer. But here's where the shine dulls. The build feels lightweight to the point of being slightly flimsy. I mean, you pay a lower price, but you kind of feel it each time you switch modes or detach the filter. And if you're looking to remove fluoride, well, sorry to break it to you, this filter doesn't do that for. Lead, chlorine, and bad taste, yes. Fluoride, no dice. Also, after about a week of use, I started to feel that the filter's flow slowed down sooner than I expected. I thought maybe my water pressure was off, but turns out this is just how it is with heavy use. And while it boasts of being certified for safety and easy install, the plastic adapters make me nervous about long-term durability. Number 6. Waterdrop WD-FC-01. Sliding into the 6th spot is the Waterdrop WD-FC-01. At first I was excited. The packaging is sleek, the specs are solid, and it's even NSF certified to reduce chlorine, lead, and more. Performance-wise, water from this filter tasted way better, no question about it. Let's talk about strength. The Waterdrop filtered out chlorine almost entirely in my tests. The water was crisp and didn't have the usual chemical aftertaste. It's also one of the fastest flowing faucet mount filters I tried, 1.29 gallons per minute. That's huge if you hate waiting for a glass of water. Plus, the replacement filters are easy to find and pretty affordable. This filter really shines for households that power through a ton of water every day. But, and this is kind of a big but, while the filter looks cool, it's, well, let's just say the hard plastic isn't confidence-inspiring. The unique installation system is clever, but I honestly struggled figuring it out on my own. Not quite the snap-on and go I'd hoped for. I kept fiddling with adapters and aligning things just right, and it still felt a bit wobbly. If, like me, you want something sturdy, you might find yourself wishing for something a little more premium. Long-term durability is the main concern here. The plastic components might not survive years of daily use, especially if your family is always switching between filtered and unfiltered modes. But if value and speed are your jam, the WD-FC-01 is a solid, if not spectacular, performer. Number 5. PFM150W. At number 5, we hit an all-rounder, the PUR PFM150W. Now, PUR is a classic brand for a reason. They've been in the water filtration game a long time. Setting this one up, total breeze. It clips right onto the faucet, no tools needed. The magic, though, is in what it tackles, over 70 contaminants, from lead and mercury to pesticides. It's especially handy for folks using well water, which, trust me, can get gnarly. In my tests, I was impressed by the taste, noticeably fresher and crisper. The integrated filter change indicator light is a lifesaver. You just look and know when it's time for a swap. No guessing or nasty flavor alerts. The main downside I found is the flow rate. I'd love to say it was as fast as others, but well, you'll be waiting more than the listed 0.5 GPM if your water pressure isn't stellar. Filling a bottle took patience, 53 seconds for a quart to be exact. Not a deal breaker if you prioritize filtration over speed. You do need to replace the filter every 100 gallons or about 3 months, whichever comes first. Durability-wise, the construction is solid, but the design is a little bulkier than I'd like, making it stick out on the faucet. That said, if you're okay with a slightly bigger device and don't mind a slower pour, the safety and peace of mind are hard to beat. When water safety is your #1 concern, Pour delivers. 4. Brita SAF 100 FF100. Now, coming in at number 4 is Brita's SAF 100 FF100. You know, I expected a lot going in because, come on, it's Brita. First, the install is quick and straightforward, true to Brita's promise. As soon as I tasted the filtered water, wow, the difference. Gone are the weird lingering aftertastes. The flavor was crisp, fresh, and just, well, pure. Brita's filter is highly rated for removing odors and off-tastes. The whole experience was smooth, from the simple cartridge swap to the consistent flow rate. Even after a few weeks, the water kept coming at a steady pace, no annoying clogging or slowdowns. If you're worried about more than just taste, think VOCs or dissolved gases, Brita is certified to remove a lot of those too. In my kitchen, it meant peace of mind during those weeks when my city water just didn't taste right. The compact design means it doesn't hog faucet space either. Now, not everything is perfect. The only catch is the filter's maximum compatibility is with standard faucets, so if you have anything fancy, pull-out, sensor, or non-standard, you'll need to check twice before buying. But if you have a normal kitchen tap, Brita is a near-perfect everyday filter and definitely lives up to the hype. 3. AQUSOFT FL500. Alright, let's talk about the AQUSOFT FL500, landing comfortably at spot 3. I'll be honest, this was a bit of a surprise. Visually, it's understated, but in use, it packs a punch. Installing the FL500 was straightforward. You get multiple adapters, which means it slots onto nearly any standard faucet. The first thing I noticed? The water felt noticeably clean, not just in taste, but in how it smelled. There was absolutely none of that musty or chemical tang a lot of tap water gets. It's like the FL500 just erased it. The filtration system uses a composite multi-stage filter that claims to tackle everything from chlorine and heavy metals to larger sediments and microplastics. Washing veggies or filling up a kettle, there was no drop in flow rate, and for homes with busy kitchens, that's a huge plus. The filter lasted well too. Even after several weeks of heavy use, the water quality stayed consistent. One detail that stood out to me is its build quality. AQUSOFT didn't go cheap on materials. It feels sturdy and holds up through repeated use. I did find myself wishing for a filter change indicator though, just for convenience. For folks with medium to hard water or concerns beyond just taste, like actual water clarity and odor, AQUSOFT FL500 is the dependable sidekick you didn't know you needed. Not the flashiest, but quietly effective day after day. 2. HOMELODY U5404201. Cracking the top 2, we have the HOMELODY U5404201. Look, if you want techie features in your kitchen, this is your dream filter. Let's start with the big one, the built-in LED display. Not only does it show you the filter's real-time status, very cool, but there's also this innovative blue UV light tech that helps with additional purification. Makes you feel like you've got futuristic water on tap. This filter fits almost any standard faucet, comes with a truckload of adapters, and the install was as easy as pie. Once in use, the water tasted exceptionally clean, with a perceptible improvement in odor and clarity. In houses where water just doesn't taste quite right, this device genuinely upgrades it. The 3 water modes, raw, filtered, and softened, let you choose what works best, which is way more flexible than most out there. Real-world use? The filter handled 3,000 to 4,000 liters before needing a replacement, which is above average. The UV light and LED combo not only look cool, but boost confidence that you're not drinking mystery bacteria. The only real trade-off is that the plastic housing, while tough, isn't quite as luxe as stainless steel, but the feature set makes up for it. If you love data, ease, and a little pizzazz in your kitchen gear, the HOMELODY is an excellent pick for bringing peace of mind and reliable, tasty water into your home. 1. Filterbaby N2. And finally at number 1, the Filterbaby N2. Okay, you want skin-deep benefits? This filter is a total game changer. I tested it mostly in the bathroom as it's especially designed for skincare, but honestly, the difference in water quality was so noticeable, I started using it to fill drinking bottles too. From the first use, there was no more chlorine smell, and my skin felt less dry and irritated. I even saw fewer breakouts within a week. That's not just marketing, that's experience. The N2 comes with a bunch of faucet adapters, making installs painless, and the sleek, minimal design actually makes your sink setup look better. There's real peace of mind knowing it's clinically tested to remove harsh impurities linked to skin irritation. Filterbaby's best trick is how fresh the water feels, which makes washing your face, brushing your teeth, or filling up a glass so much more enjoyable. Packaging is premium, install is a breeze, and, maybe best of all, your skincare actually absorbs better when you're not coating your face in chemicals every day. It's that noticeable. Okay, real talk. The only catch I found was the fit. If you have a weird or narrow sink, it might look a bit chunky, and installation in some cases can be a puzzle. Customer service could be snappier too. But for ease, results, and sheer quality of life improvement, Filterbaby N2 is my top pick, hands down. Final thought, that's our rundown. Each of these filters was put through its paces, and while some stumbled and others soared, there's definitely an option here for every home and every tap. Drop in the comments which filter you trust with your family's health, or if there's another model you want me to try next. And remember, clean water, healthy life.